Hello traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. I've been asking you as part of the YouTube channel to tell me, what problems or things you find difficult with trading. And we've got a really good question here from Anmayo917, and that's their real name. Reversals. I'm fixated on the previous support resistance levels, so I always see reversals as higher time frame retracements, and therefore don't get in until the new trend is so obvious that it's already overbought, oversold. Right? So, good question, and this is tricky to understand. All right. So let me remove this and let me show you visually with this perfect example, pound Swiss franc. All right. Now, we can see now that this is an uptrend, right? Okay. And we don't really know it's an uptrend until it perhaps breaks this level or we start to see higher lows. All right. And as Mayo explained, once you're up here, it's already overbought or oversold. All right. Now, there's a couple of ways we need to look at this and approach this, right? Because if I go back in time, back to the future using my special tool, now let's imagine we're here with pound Swiss franc. And this was actually a short trade that I took. And this is also something I discussed in one of my mentorship programs. So at this point, I was looking for sells. Why was I looking for sells? Well, if we just follow structure, we are in a downtrend still. Okay. At this point, we're in a downtrend. We have, lower highs, lower lows. Okay. So structurally still in a downtrend on the day chart. None of this in here is substantial enough to class as a new high or a new low. All right. So I was looking to sell from here. But there's a few buts here because I know this is such a large move up. Yeah. If the move is this large, then what the person who wrote in is saying is correct. We could retrace to here before it becomes, an uptrend. All right. But we don't know that's going to happen. All right. But in hindsight, it did, and we saw price. But when I'm selling at this point, I don't know that's going to happen. I am selling this market because structure tells me to do so. I am aware that this is a very large move upwards. All right. So when I sell here, right, my view is not to take it all the way down to here. It's unlikely because of this move up. All right. But there is still room for my trade to be successful and make profit. Right. But now I'm selling, but now I have to think as a buyer, right? And if I was a buyer, where would I want to get in? So you can clearly see there is some movement in here, right? You can see these last wicks in here. There was some movement in here, all right? And we've got the moving average 20 coming round as well. So we know this could potentially be a good area. I'm also going to draw some fibs, right? So if this was the start of an uptrend, there's the high. Okay, there's the last high. So, all right. So again, this sort of coincides with the fibs. We've got the 0.382 and the 0.5. So this area here would make sense for buys. Okay. Now I know that, right? I can remove these fibs, right? Now I know that, then clearly you need to make this your target because at this point, you don't know if this trend will continue down or it will find some buyers here and shoot up. Okay. So if you're selling, still think like a buyer. Where would I want to sell to? Okay. Now, if we play this trade along, that would be my target. Like I said, I actually took this pound Swiss franc short trade. And there you go, right? It's come down and hit target. Yeah, it started to hit these highs. The moving average 20 has caught up with this market as well, right? And, we're starting to see some bottom wicks here, right? So there are some clues that buyers are entering this market. All right. I would have taken profit. Okay. Let's play it just along another day. Okay. Still a bit of indecision. Yeah. But we're starting to see buyers. You can just see the candles, guys. Look at those candles. Yeah. Compare these candles to these candles. Yeah. Sellers, not sure. Right. And this sort of, remains in this zone. So why does it remain in this zone? Because traders all over the world are having the same conversation we are now. Yeah. We're thinking, is this a big push up and this is just a retracement to push higher? Yeah. That is obviously one scenario that can play out. Or is it, a continuation of this downtrend we're in? Yeah. Because we are in a downtrend at this point. Now, that is why, both are quite feasible. This is why you're seeing indecision. All right. And once we get this box of indecision, as you know, guys, I've done a tutorial on this. If you get a break that way, chances are it's going back up to here. If we got a break down, chances are it's going lower. All right. But let's play this along. All right. And then bang, right, we get a very bullish candle. And painfully, if you were looking at this in terms of buying, really you can't start buying until this candle breaks this indecision. And then you still don't have a trade because it's straight at resistance. All right. So that can become difficult. It's not a buy trade for me right now. But remember, up here I was selling. My analysis that buyers could come in at around this level was good. We've made our profit. And now the market has changed. Yeah. It's not a full-blown uptrend yet. Yeah. Because we haven't got higher highs. Yeah. But what we do have, and is a big clue, is higher lows. That is a massive clue that price is going to at least come back up to these highs, if not break them. All right. So, you need to think of both scenarios. If you're selling in here, you need to think, where would buyers want to enter the market? All right. So yeah, I wanted to share that. And then if we carry this, this daily candle on, we've had some pound Swiss franc news today, and this is where we find ourselves currently. Sorry, we've had some pound news. And also worth pointing out here, this is now a full-blown uptrend. But as Mayo said, now it is an uptrend. We're up here and there's no value. And I get that. Yeah, there isn't. Yeah. For us to see some value, potentially we'd need a retrace back down to these highs. Yeah, we get a bullish reaction and then we can enter. All right. If you wanted to be more bullish, then, we can start trading on, higher lows without the higher high. Yeah, because chances are price will come back up to here, if not further, if we're starting to see these higher lows. Sorry. All right. So, yeah, really good question from Mayo. When I'm selling this, I don't know if this here could be a trend change. As it happens, it was. So just make that your target, because you don't want to be selling into where potentially buyers could be. All right. So yeah, I hope that helps, guys. If it does, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, see you next time.